Hi everyone. So this is the card we're going to make today, and I actually got it's a cut file. So there's two pieces, and you'll see that as we go through. There's what will be the card base, and then there's also the piece that is going to create the wheel, if you like, which I thought was kind of neat. So what I've used today, I've used Stampin' Up's Perfect Plum ink. My favourite thing is Extreme Black ink. Extreme Black you can use with your alcohol markers, it's a hybrid ink, but you can also use it with watercolouring because it is waterproof, so that's why I chose to use that. I then have some Inktense blocks. So these are the first ones that I got were the Inktense pencils, but actually I find that this is a new way for me to use the colour. I don't have a great time with the pencils, so I figured this was a better way for me to use them. And they are literally blocks. I'll just show you quickly. Blocks of colour, highly pigmented, so if you touch them they will come off, it will come off on your hands, so just be aware of that. But I left them in there, and you'll see in the video I just take a bit from the palette here. This is a set of 12, so bear in mind you can make a billion different colours from just a basic set. Depending how I get on with them, depends on, there's a load of reflection, sorry about that. Depends on whether I get a bigger set. I may do that. I may eventually get a bigger set of these so that I've got more colours to hand, but bear in mind you can mix and make your own colours from some basics. I then used the stamp set from Avery Elle called Bad Kitty. I just thought it was hysterically funny. I thought the name was kind of cute. So it's a really small stamp set, so it's I think it's a 3x4. Yeah, 3x4 I think is the size. And it's lovely. It's got a little cat, a pumpkin, your jack-o'-lantern face that you can stamp on, the hat, a few sentiments, spiders, candy corn, of course. And I also used the Reveal Wheel Holiday Sentiments by Lawn Fawn. It's got a billion different sentiments on here for the holidays, and I used obviously a few of them for the wheel card that I made. The wheel you can get, Lawn Fawn actually do have a Reveal Wheel die, but I actually found a SVG cut file from Laurie Whitlock, and I used that because I've got my scanning card. I got the SVG instead, so it's not exactly the same, the same principles there, but it's a different, like the die is slightly different to this, but it is the same idea. You'll get the same end result. So those are two stamp sets. I then also have the Tim Holtz watercolor card. So this already comes pre-cut, which is nice, and it's a nice white watercolor card. It's quite a nice, it's a nice bright white, if you know what I mean. And there is a texture side, and I actually used the smoother side of it, so you can use either or and it still works really well. This is just to show you the cutouts when I used my scan and cut. That's what's left. And I also used a couple other things, some standard stuff. I've used my Tim Holtz ruler, the scissors, obviously the glass mat, which I'm loving. Oh my god, I'm loving it. And I used some staples that I kind of just sit on my desk all the time now. So some Crystal Glaze by Nouveau, or Tonic Studios Nouveau. This stuff is great for dimension, and it's not as thick and as deep a dimension as glossy accents, but it still gives you that lovely shine. I used a Derwent graphic line marker in 0.1 for a couple of details on, like, I made her necklace on her, if you can see that there, on her, she has got a little band across there, and I made it into a bit of a necklace using the spider stamp and the pen just to draw the lines in. And then I also used it on the inside with the spider webs, so spiders don't look like they're just hanging out. And then I also used my new love, the Nouveau Aqua Shimmer glitter gloss pen, and a Sakura glaze pen in black, and that's really good for, like, eyeballs. I know that sounds funny, for eyeballs. It's really good, really good. So that's, I think that was all I used. I think I kept this one somewhat simple, but yeah. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will, yeah, all the products will be linked on my blog, and they will be a list of them will be at the end of the video if you want to check out, you know, a list of the actual products. If you know, you don't need to write it all down now, sort of thing. There'll be a list at the end. So I hope you enjoy. See you later. Bye.